Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So, I've got a simple message for you today. Don't be defined by one moment. Don't let one circumstance or one thing that you did just kind of set the course for the rest of your life, because that's what a lot of people do. They let one moment, one bad decision, one whatever just really just lay the course for the rest of their lives, really just kind of determine. They almost use that one bad mistake, or that whatever you want to call it, they use it and let it determine the rest of their life. And that's something that you should not do. So that's what we're going to discuss today. Before we get into it, if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on your post notifications, share, and hit the like button. Those two things help the channel grow. When you get some time, please go back and check out my other videos, look at some of the other content, and obviously don't forget to leave your comments down below. So, all right. So, as a coach, I do a lot of life coaching, and under that, it's really a lot of success coaching, career coaching, all that sort of stuff. And one of the things that I see a lot of times is people who are not able to move beyond that one moment in their life that caused them some pain, that caused them some heartache, that caused them, just to be not really feeling that who they are, right? They know they are a better person, right? Not really feeling themselves, I should say. They know that, hey, I'm a better person. This is not who I am. I hear this all the time. I'm a better person. This is not who I am. I wasn't raised this way. I'm disappointed in myself that I caught myself doing this, or that I ended up in trouble, or unfortunately sometimes they went to jail or prison, or I mean whatever the situation. Sometimes when we look back at some of the things that we've done, we realize that yep, that probably wasn't my best moment, that I actually could have done things different. And for whatever reason, sometimes in life we get caught up in situations and we let the moment be bigger than us, or we allow ourselves to be influenced by some people, right? We let some people influence us, and we walk that road, and we know that we should not be taking a journey on that road, but we end up doing it, and only to regret our actions later on. Look, the thing about life is, and I'm sure you all know this, is you're not able to go back and change yesterday. It's like there's absolutely nothing you could do to rewind, whether good or bad, the events of yesterday. It's just not something you're going to be able to do. And a lot of our proudest moments are in the past, and we use those a lot of times as something that builds our confidence and helps us grow. And and how you also have to look at it is, a lot of the moments that we're not proud of, those are also in the past. So you don't have to use that as a guide towards your future, right? You don't have to let the moments that you were least proud of define your life going forward. And sometimes why a lot of people do that is it's because of guilt, right? It's because of guilt. They find themselves so guilty because of something they've done to someone, or whatever the case is, or so embarrassed, ashamed, all right, whatever, embarrassed, ashamed, guilty, that it's tough for them to move beyond the fact that, oh my God, I can't believe that I did this. Like, this is so not me. I can't believe that I did this, that I'm the one who actually put myself in this situation. And so a lot of people hold on to that for a really, really long time. And so in the last, I don't know, in the last at least 8 years or so, I have worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, trying to get them to be able to move beyond those mistakes of their past and not let those mistakes define who they are. Because what I realize is, for a lot of them, they they were living in the past. They were, and it's crazy how life is, because they were living in the past in terms of the things that they are not proud of. Those things were still taking life's journey with them, right? So they were still reflecting on those things and focusing on those things to the point to the point where they found themselves depressed. And that's another thing. A lot of the guilt and shame or embarrassment or whatever that you feel because of things that you've done, a lot of people end up being really depressed because of stuff like that. And that depression causes them to be able to, that depression causes them to not be able to be their best self, right? So it causes them not to be able to be their best self. And because of that, they find themselves just swimming in kind of like a life of mistakes, right? Kind of like just swimming in a life of mistakes, swimming in a life of horror, and not being able to really progress in life. Well, what I'm telling you, I have worked with people who one thing they did, just one thing they did, is just haunting them so much that they're not able to accept what life has to offer, like the current situation or the future. They're not able to look at the future in a positive way because they're still hanging on to the fact that, well, I did this or I did that or whatever the case is. They're not able to move beyond a certain point in life because sometimes I realize they don't feel like they deserve it. And boy, if you find the wrong person in your life if you're in that moment and you're going through those times, if you have the wrong person in your life, what happens is people could really manipulate you and use you because you are not your best self. A lot of times people like that also, your self-esteem is low, self-worth is low, and that's how a lot of times you see people end up, especially women, end up in abusive situations, people holding guilt over your head, propping you up one day, letting you feel special, and the next day they know how to put you down and they know how to play you like a yo-yo. There's some people who would do that. So look, life, we all know the expression life is short, and so you can't let a moment or 2 moments or 3 moments or something that has happened in the past just grab onto you and hold you back like that, because you're not going to get back the days that you're wasting, right? You're not going to get back the days that you're wasting. So if it's not that you're proud of it, but have you learned from it? So if you're in a situation and someone hurt you or you hurt someone or whatever the case is, look, it's not about forgetting, because you're probably never going to forget, but it's about forgiving yourself or maybe forgiving someone, whatever the situation is, learning from what happened, and then choosing to try to be a better person moving forward so that you could have that better life that you're looking for and not let the past just hold you back. I'm telling you, I have seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that I have worked with, and the past is just holding them back. They're not able to get over whatever it is that they're not proud of. So don't let a moment define one moment from your past. Don't be defined by that one moment, right? Because that is your past. You have to figure out, you have to forgive yourself sometimes. You have to, whether you need therapy or counseling, whatever the situation is, so that you can move forward and that you could have the life that you deserve. Do not be defined by one moment. Don't let one moment just hold you back and grab you hostage, and you're not able to actually see any of your dreams or your goals come to fruition. And it's easy to say, I know, but until you actually try, until you actually have a step-by-step process, and maybe that's going to be one of the videos that I'll do, a step-by-step process that you could go through so that you can not forget but move beyond that moment, then you're going to be trapped in the past and your life is just not going to be what it could be going forward. So I'll do a video on that step-by-step process in terms of how do you figure out, how do you move forward from mistakes that you've made. Right, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and please leave your comments down below. Don't forget to go back and check out the other content. Also, please don't forget to share and hit the like button. Those two things help the channel grow, so I really appreciate it if you do that. So take care of yourself, and until next time, peace.